My name's Alex and I'm from Sydney.
Why did you decide to have surgery? And what procedure have you had done?
I've had breast augmentation done. The reason I decided to have surgery was because I felt bottom heavy and I wanted to have a larger bust to match my hips and just even out my body shape, I suppose, and have more confidence.
And why did you choose to have this procedure overseas instead of at home in Australia?
I initially went to met a doctor in Australia and he gave me a quote for $8,000. He explained that the surgery would be a day surgery, that I wouldn't be under general anaesthetic. Sort of explained to me that I could only have saline implants, but when I looked at other options overseas, I found that they were a lot better and I could get a lot of different things and a lot more options.
So your first choice was basically Australia?
My first choice was definitely Australia because I've heard a lot of things. Obviously 60 Minutes does a report every second week, but yeah, my first choice was Australia, and then I looked beyond that. I've heard some really good things from other people about Thailand or overseas in general, so I had to look at it before I made a decision to pay $8,000 and have a payment plan of $20,000 in the long run. So
price sort of...
Price definitely, but a few other things.
Yeah.
I couldn't stay in hospital afterwards, and that was, I didn't have anyone to take care of me at home, so it would have been really hard coming home with the surgery just completed and have no one there.
Then why did you choose Medi Makeovers? How did you find us?
A friend of mine was looking at doing a surgery a few years ago, and she's a real researcher. She researched Australian companies, Thai companies, went everywhere, and after 2 years of research decided to come here with Medi Makeovers. And so I really trusted her research, and then I had a look at it. She told me all about it, and I called Daniela, I called Kim, and they both gave me a really in-depth discussion on how to do this, how to come to Thailand, what's involved, and I just thought it was excellent, so we went with it.
Great. So how did you feel about your consultation and your surgery while you were at the hospital and the treatment in the hospital?
Yep.
So you had surgery with Dr. Warapong?
Dr. Warapong, yeah. So I met Dr. Warapong the morning of my surgery. He was really comfortable in his office. He talked about what they would look like. He gave me a really honest opinion about what would look good on me, rather than just, me making the call and not having any prior knowledge on breast augmentation. He really told me what would look good on me, told me what it would look like in the end. I have a wider sternum, so he told me that I wouldn't get a big cleavage, and I was happy to hear all these things. Really honest. The hospital was beautiful and clean. I've never seen such a nice hospital. I live near the Prince of Wales, and it doesn't come even close to the hospitals I've been to in Bangkok.
In Australia.
In Australia. It was really beautiful, and everyone was really kind and understood that I was going through something that was difficult and nerve-wracking. Really, everyone was making me comfortable the whole time. I was really impressed.
So your stay was good. How did you feel about the food and the nurses looking after you?
Yeah, the nurses were excellent. I pressed my button on my bed and 10 would turn up and take care of me. The food was good as well. I ordered room service the first night I was at the hospital, and the other nights I got given a menu, and I was really happy with everything that I ate.
Okay, so your stay was really good. So you were in hospital for 2 nights with your breast augmentation?
Yeah,
package.
2 nights, yeah. So I had 7 meals from the hospital, and they're all really nice.
Yeah, that's good. And you're staying at the Grand Centre Point Ratchadamri.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the hotel and your stay here?
Gorgeous. I've loved staying here. I haven't stayed in a 5-star hotel like this before, and coming here was having breakfast in this beautiful breakfast room and big pool, library, the gym, everything's gorgeous. I mean, I can't use the pool or the gym, but having it here is just nice. The room's really cold, especially after surgery. It's really comfortable. The bed's always made. it's just a nice place to recover from surgery.
So we're here in the library now, so it's been a nice place for you to come and sit just sometimes just to get out of your room the first few days.
Yeah, definitely. And the cinema room as well.
Come down and watch some DVDs and relax.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And what would you tell others about travelling to Bangkok to have surgery?
I would recommend that they really look at their options. When I was in Australia and looking at my options in Australia, you are limited a lot. If you look overseas, look into Thailand as a destination for surgery, you've got lots of options, and it's well worth a look. I can understand people are nervous about these sort of things, but once you look into it, you realise that it's a worthy option looking into Thailand. I would recommend it.
And so what have you done since you've been here in Bangkok? So you're on the escorted group with others that we offer. So why did you choose to come on the escorted group and not do this sort of just on
by
your own
myself?
Yeah.
The escorted group was sort of a way to meet other people and be with other people who are going through the same process as I am. If I brought my mum over or a friend over, they'd come over but they could go out for the day and they wouldn't understand how I'm feeling at the time. Coming here, I've got 5 other girls having the same surgery as me, people who know about it, we're with the group and we can go out together. It's nice being with other people who are like-minded and who have come here, and I've met some really lovely people. I'm really going to miss them when I leave Thailand.
Yeah, well, you keep in touch.
Yeah, I will.
And so you do a little bit of pampering as well?
I did a lot of that. Today I've had my hair done, had my nails done.
Massages?
Massages. Last night had a foot massage. Bought lots of makeup and clothes. Just going to come home a new person. Oh, I've had my eyelashes done as well. I've pampered myself a lot on this holiday, but it's been nice.
Did you think at this stage that you would be as mobile, because you're 8 days post-surgery now?
No way, no way. Well, the first few days were a bit difficult, obviously, but after that I felt great. I've been out nearly every day, shopping, eating out, going to dinner, so much more mobile than I thought I would be.
So prior to coming over here, you thought you'd basically just be hanging around the hotel, is that
I thought I'd be locked in my hotel the whole time, but I think after maybe the 4th day I was out all the time, so.
And you're feeling really good today?
Feeling excellent today. It's my last day in Thailand and I feel just back to normal, so.
And you had your stitches out yesterday, so how did you feel about that process?
I was nervous getting my stitches out because I knew, well, I had been told that it was a painful experience, but I didn't feel any pain at all. Just talked to the doctor, Dr. Warapong was there, had a look, made sure everything was fine. So it wasn't scary at all, I really liked it. It was fine.
And you're wearing the compression garment?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the compression garments?
Really comfortable actually, just like a comfier than a sports bra. It's really comfy.
That's good. That's
good. And I've got a few of them, I just wash them.
Yep. You're looking very good.
Good.
And so would you refer many makeovers?
Definitely. I've had a really, really, really good trip and really easy, and everything's been organised for me. I haven't had to worry one bit the whole holiday, which is odd when it comes to surgery. You're constantly worrying, but I've never worried once. I felt really supported and like I'm in really good hands the whole time. So.
And so right from the start, from the airport, were you worried when you got off the plane?
I think everyone's on that aeroplane ride over to Thailand. Everyone is stressed out. Just because it's such a different experience, you don't know what you're going to expect. As soon as I got off the plane, someone was there to pick me up, and from that moment I've been taken care of. I haven't worried once, so I'm really impressed with many makeovers.
Thank you. So you're leaving tomorrow morning back to Australia?
I'm getting picked up at 5 AM tomorrow morning to go back.
That's okay.
I don't want to go back though.
We'll make sure our driver has you on that flight.
Yeah, exactly.
And so would you come back to Thailand?
Definitely, I love Thailand and I've loved being on this holiday. I've learnt so much and met so many people, had so many experiences. I mean, straight out of surgery, you wouldn't think you'd get to actually experience Thailand, but I feel like I've seen a lot of things and tried a lot of new things, so I'm happy.
That's good. And you met some new friends?
A lot of new friends. Everyone in this group I've really gotten along with, so.
That's good. Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay.